Klay, welcome to the finals once again. When you look at the Boston Celtics, I know Steve Kerr said earlier that just their makeup of the Celtics reminded them so much of how you guys kind of came up and built. Do you see any comparisons between you guys early on, maybe 15, 14?
Yeah, I think they're pretty much the age we were back then. I mean, in their mid-20s. And you got to give that organization credit. I feel like Brown and Tatum and Smart have been there for 10 years already. So they worked hard to get here just like we did. And we respect them. And they present, unique challenges to us. But it's just going to be a dogfight. We know how physical and athletic they are. And we expect a hard-fought series.
Here in the front.
After the last game, Steph talked about making you a prophet because you proclaimed championship or bust earlier on this season. What gave you the confidence to make that kind of exclamation? And also, what does it take for you guys to continue to sustain the success and get back here, 6 of the last 8 years?
Well, I made that observation because we started 18-2, and that's an incredible start. And I wasn't even in the lineup yet. We weren't even whole, so I just envisioned us as all the pieces of the puzzle together, and I thought we could, attain greatness. So to be back for a sixth time, it's incredible. It's even incredible just saying that. I never really thought that was a possibility my rookie year, and it's just great. I'm just gonna enjoy every second of this, and play as hard as I can, and then you can walk away with no regrets.
Tim, here on the right.
Well, you mentioned that this team presents unique challenges for you to the team. Does it present unique challenges for you specifically? Like, how do you see your role coming up in the series?
Just doing what I always do, hunting my shot, playing hard defense. They got obviously great offensive players, guys who have been scoring the ball at will, so I'm gonna have to move my feet. And then just be physical. I mean, been through a lot of battles at the highest level, so just got to rely on that experience and play with great fluidity.
Hey, Klay, you're obviously in a different position than Steph and Draymond in terms of not being a father, and you were out of the league the last 2 years, but Draymond was talking about how he considers himself an old head now, and like Kuminga looks at him like he's 55. Do you consider yourself an old head?
No. No. Although we've been doing this a long time, 32 is very, very young in the big picture of life. Just because our lives are out there in front of the camera, people see us grow up. So I think it's just, I still feel very young, and I still think I have great years ahead of me, but I mean, I think I have a lot of wisdom compared to where I was the first time we did this, so I can be an old head in that sense.
On your left.
Klay Bowie Manning, you've had a lot of battles with the Celtics team over the years, and it feels like that one constant is Marcus Smart, going back 8 years now. What just sticks out about him? Seems like he has such a great reputation around the league for just the heart and soul, hustle, defensive player of the year, all that stuff. And any particular memories stand out from playing the Celtics over the years?
Man. Yeah, I would say my rookie year, just playing that team of Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and KG. That was like a welcome to the NBA moment for me, because just a couple years prior, I was watching them battle Kobe and Powell in the finals, and I was just mesmerized by how great those teams were, both the Lakers and the Celtics. So life comes full circle. Now being able to play them in the finals, like I was watching them in college, Game 7 at Staples with my dad in 2010. Now it's 12 years later, I get to play the team that I was rooting against, but it's amazing. And then as far as Smart's game, I mean, you got to give the young man credit. He earned, that DPOY. He improved his outside shooting, and he's just become a very good two-way player. And guys who get the most out of their ability, you have respect for, and he continues to do that.
Gary?
Klay, before, obviously, your dad played with the Lakers, you grew up a Laker fan, but before you were drafted in 11 by the Warriors, what did you know about the organization, the franchise? What was your familiarity with it?
I knew they were a fun 2K team. A lot of step backs, a lot of high scoring. I remember watching the We Believe team with Stack Jack and Matt and Barron, and they were just a gritty team of guys who might have been outcast to other organizations, but played at such a fun brand of basketball and did something only a few teams have ever done, upsetting a 1 seed. I remember how crazy the fans were during that run and how great Bay Area basketball fans were. But, I grew up in a Laker household, so we didn't have many Warrior games on, but I always knew that basketball was just a beloved sport in the Bay. It wouldn't be, that's obvious. It was just the amount of talent that's come out of this area as far as, Bill Russell, Antonio Davis, J. Kidd, GP, Dame Lillard. They've had so many great players out of Oakland that for such a small city that they live and breathe basketball up here.
We're here on the right.
Klay, a lot of players, when you ask them about reflecting on their careers, they kind of wait till their careers are over. But given everything you've been through, all the time you've had off, has that changed the way you approach kind of reflecting on things that you go through over the course of the season, or are you back to how you were before the injuries? Yeah. How do you kind of view that reflection periods?
That's a great question. I think I'm definitely more reflective now, just because, it can be taken away from me like that. One misstep or one bad jump, and back in the day, it just felt like work more. It just kind of programmed you to feel more robotic and just do your daily routines. But now I just try to find joy in every routine I do, whether it's the drive to the arena, being on the trading table. It's just such a awesome job to be a NBA player, and I knew that before, but going through surgeries and rehabs and putting a jersey on just hits so much harder than it did back in the day.
Most athletes are creatures of habit, and you just talked about routine. So 6 finals in 8 years. Has your routine changed at all when you get to this stage, or has it changed in the past or this time around?
The team has definitely changed. I think it's changed every year. Being here with Loon, Steph, and Dre and Andre, though, feels great, but I'm also equally as proud of our young guys. Jordan Poole, Wiggs, Otto, GP, Nemanja. He's not young, but, we have such a great team from top to bottom, and give our coaching staff a ton of credit as well. The system that's in place for us to get the most out of our ability is a testament to their knowledge of the game, and just incredible, man. You don't get here 6 times in 8 years without doing something right, but we got big goals. We want to finish it, complete the mission.
Thank you, Klay.
Oh, nice.
Celtics will be in short.